Hello.
Hello.
We're going to China.
Shenzhen. We just left the house, and because I have a British passport and I don't have the 回鄉證 return home card to China, I have to use my passport at the Shenzhen border and get the visa on arrival. So we'll record it and share with everybody what that process is like. Hello.
We'll take the video sneaky
video.
Yes.
But we'll record what we can.
Yes.
Yeah. And then talk about it. Oh.
We're heading to Lowu.
We're on the MTR going to Lowu.
Welcome to Lowu.
Welcome to Lowu.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We've arrived in Lowu. My first time ever here. Now we'll go towards the, I guess, the visa place. Right, I think we're just following the crowd right now.
Let's go.
Okay, we're here at Lowu. We just got off the train.
Yes.
Now we're gonna walk towards the customs. Yeah. Okay. So basically, just off the platform, you follow the crowd, and then up ahead, you'll start to see the green sign and then the orange sign. So I guess Emily, Hong Kong citizen, could go to the green, but since I'm going to be using my passport, we're going to go to the orange visitors. Contigo. It's 10. Oh yeah, okay. We just have to use octopus to get out of the station first, but we'll follow the signs. So today's a Saturday. It's 10:45. It looks kind of quiet. I don't know if it's just this area. 你幫我拎嗰個八達通啦。Okay. Just getting the octopus card. And then we follow the visitors this way. $32. Okay. Okay, so now you just follow the signs. This is flashing arrows telling me to go to the right.
Let's go to the right together first.
Yeah, we don't know if Emily can go this way. Oh, okay, I have to switch the camera off. Okay, we just left Hong Kong officially. We used our Hong Kong IDs to get out of the immigration. And now we're going across this bridge.
Hong Kong to Shenzhen.
From Hong Kong to Shenzhen, yeah. And we're just following the crowd, and then up ahead we'll need to pay for, I will need to pay for my visa on arrival and use my passport to get in. We just follow the crowd and keep going.
I think we have to stop filming.
We'll stop filming because it might not be allowed. Okay, we follow the signs and we're going upstairs where it says port visa, so I think that's where we get the visa on arrival. Okay, so I'm inside the photo booth and I've just taken my own photo. It's pretty simple. It's right next to the visa office, which is there. And just follow the instructions, take the photo, and so far nothing to pay. I guess we pay later when we do everything, so. Emily's helping me, but we're going to fill out the form next. Okay, so the cost table outside this visa office is here. I guess for the UK it's 834 Chinese yuan. If you're not from the UK, I guess you'll have to look at this table, find it for yourself.
Finally!
We made it to Shenzhen. That was quite an ordeal, actually. So we had to go get the visa, which took a while. It wasn't actually too long, maybe half an hour. And then
地铁站1号线
we then had to go through customs, but the line was, there wasn't a lot of people, but it was very slow moving. So yeah. So now we're actually through, and I guess we're in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
地鐵
We're gonna go to the metro and go towards the place that we wanna get to. Hello.
Hello.
It's already nighttime. We finished the thing that we were doing today, the class that I was attending, and then we just checked into the hotel, had a quick shower, and now we're heading back out towards
Metro.
the metro, the MTR. And we're gonna go, so Emily needs to go to a place tomorrow. We're gonna try to make our way there tonight so that she knows how to get there without needing to figure it out tomorrow. So we're gonna just explore a little bit Shenzhen at nighttime together, get some food, and then probably have an early night after that.
Nighttime in Shenzhen.
Hello.
去呢個。
啊，有個 Christmas tree。
可以喺度買嘢食入去食㗎，幾得意！
Okay. Hi. So we've arrived in the area that we were looking to go to, and we found this noodle place. Noodle place, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
a noodle place.
yeah,
Famous noodle place.
Yeah. It's about 7 o'clock right now, so we sat down, get some dinner, and then after dinner we'll continue on to find the shop. Yeah, that Emily needs to go to tomorrow. And then keep exploring. Okay. Show everybody this roll jamo meat bun thing. It looks like peppers with, I guess it's pork. It looks like pork.
Pork.
Yeah. With lots of herbs and seasoning. Oh,
Onion.
okay. Smells super awesome.
谢谢。红烧牛肉面 ，beef noodle。
所有水果来自海奇新轮批市场，每天新鲜到货，满主餐桌，让你买的开心，吃的放心。现切水果，香甜水果13.8元一斤，任意挑选，配合搭配，很好吃。
Red carpet.
Okay, so we just got back to the hotel, maybe about 10 minutes ago, and it's the end of day 1.
Yes.
So we just got back from kind of just randomly walking around the area that we need to go to, or Emily needs to go to tomorrow. So now we know how to get there, which is the important thing. That was what we were trying to find out tonight. And we didn't do a lot of things really, but just kind of explore without any like
planning.
key areas that we wanted to go to. So how did you feel about today? What tiring?
Tiring.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah. We got up quite early today because we had to go through the visa customs, like the foreigner method. Since I don't have the visa, or not the visa, the card that allows Chinese people to
Go home.
just go to China without any need for a visa. So I need a visa, so we had to take. That took a long time. Or that took about an hour and a half.
About an hour.
An hour and a half in total. There was just a lot of waiting around, and we got up quite early because we needed to be at the place I needed to be for like my class, which started at 2:00. But a part of that plan was also that we would be in Shenzhen with enough time to eat lunch before I went to the class. But we got to this area, like the gym is the gym where the class is just around the corner. But we arrived into the area about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So the class starts at 2:00. So we needed to find a place to eat, which we didn't manage to do until about 1:30. And then so there was a lot of that going on, and then which is why we needed to wake up early in the first place to get here from Hong Kong. But then after that, after the class was over, about 5 o'clock, we got here, we relaxed for a little bit, and then we went back out. What was the area called? Shy. It doesn't matter. Someplace in Shenzhen.
Check the map.
Yeah.
Again.
It's sort of like a city center style kind of place. Lots of shopping centers, shopping malls. Shaibu. Yeah. So just that area. A bunch of shopping malls over there. Quite a lot of activity for the nighttime, it seemed. So maybe a bit of a downtown style kind of area, city center. Lots of food places actually. There's a lot of food places in this area.
Food. Is it called food cart?
Food stalls, food carts. Yeah. But also just food shops. Like small little shops inside the buildings, facing the street. A lot of kind of like roasted meats.
Roasted meat, pork.
Skewers.
Yes.
What you know, skewers.
麻辣.
Spicy.
Spicy things.
Numbing spicy, specialty of China. What did you think of the dinner tonight?
It's awesome.
Awesome.
I love it. Yes.
What did we have?
We have Lanzhou Lai Mian. Lanzhou Lai Mian.
Is that Lanzhou is an area, right?
Lanzhou is an area.
Lanzhou is an area of China.
China. Yeah.
And then their noodles, pulled noodles.
Yeah, pulled
hand pulled noodles. Yeah, it's quite cool. So the chef was like pulling the noodles after we ordered. And then we had got these like, they're like buns.
Yes, I think it's called bun.
Yeah, I think that's from the northwest part of China, the Muslim regions.
Yes.
So we thought it was pork, but that doesn't make sense. It's probably lamb.
Maybe lamb.
It wouldn't be pork, right? If it's a Muslim dish. Yeah. So it's
You're right.
probably lamb with many vegetables, very very aromatic.
Yes.
Tasty.
Onions, peppers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very tasty
Very tasty.
in bread, basically, in a bun.
What do you think?
That bun, yeah, very very nice.
The dinner.
Oh, yeah, tasty. Nothing. It's not even nothing special. This is like just going into a, I don't know, just a chain food, like fast food restaurant, like Chinese style. And then, yeah, how much was it? 70 something? 78? 78 Chinese yuan, which is about $90 Hong Kong, which is about £9, £10 British. So for dinner, two.
It's
Filling.
cheap.
Yeah, so we both had the main, a side, and the drink. £5 each, 50 Hong Kong dollars each. So that's very cheap. Yeah. So very, very, very,
Very cheap.
very good.
Very good.
Yeah. And
After
then
that, we went to the supermarket,
Walmart. We walked around for a bit in that area
In
first.
Dongmen. Yes.
Yeah, so we were just looking around after dinner. Oh, we went to
The place I have to go
Yeah.
to tomorrow.
the store that you're gonna go to tomorrow. We found it, so now she knows how to get there.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous because last time I come to China was maybe at Luohu. It's about 10 years
10 years ago.
ago. So that's why I'm nervous, and then I have to go to this place tomorrow by myself, probably. So you decided to go with me to
Today.
check the place
Yeah.
first.
So it's not some weird.
It's not a weird place, but it's old. It's kind of old area and crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
not so safe for me to go alone. I don't know.
At nighttime,
Yeah.
I think at night, but she'll go in the day tomorrow.
Mhm.
It's not like, it's not a dangerous place, but you have to be careful. You have to be vigilant.
Yes.
So if you're walking around the street just looking at your phone and not really paying attention to your surroundings, there's a high chance that pickpockets will target you.
Yeah.
It feels that way, and I think it is that way. Yeah, so just be careful.
And one more thing, there's a lot of motorcycle
Yes.
around the road.
Yeah.
Or on the road when you walk on the pedestrian way, or you're waiting to cross the street. They go
Yes.
across.
Yeah, this is
Everywhere.
a funny thing in China, in Shenzhen at least, is that the motorcycles, the electric scooters basically, they're
Yes.
allowed to go on the pavement, the sidewalk. So you're basically walking with electric scooters zooming past you in both directions.
Yes.
It's quite weird. It's strange that they don't have to be on the road with the cars. But this is another thing. In that area where there could be pickpockets, they might, because they're on a scooter and it's not like a slow thing, you can probably go quite, like you wouldn't be able to run as fast as these things, right? So they could just snatch your phone or your bag if you're not careful and then zoom away.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's something there. But enough about that. That's the negative stuff. Yeah. But interesting. Even though we didn't do too much, it was still quite interesting for us to explore. I think tomorrow will be another tomorrow night we'll meet some friends. We'll go for dinner.
Yes.
And then also record a lot more clips of what we're just doing. Maybe not say so much, but just record clips of where we go, what we eat, what we see, things like that.
And what we eat again.
What we eat again. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Well, I guess in the video now we just kind of switch to the the stuff that we do tomorrow.
Okay. See.
Morning.
Morning.
We've just checked out of the hotel and now we're gonna go to get some breakfast and coffee. It's about.
To a famous coffee in Shenzhen.
Is it famous? It's everywhere.
Yes.
We think it's like basically the Starbucks of Shenzhen because there's so many of them around. It's called Luckin Coffee. So let's see what it's all about. And then we'll go to, what was it called again? But anyways, the place that Emily needs to go to for her
topic.
hair treatment. Yeah. For hair extensions. Yeah. Okay.
下一步
Shaibu, yes, it's called Shaibu. You see, these scooters are just on the pavement.
Scooters, bicycles. Food delivery.
But one thing I've noticed is that there's cameras everywhere. Everywhere. There's a lot of cameras. We've arrived at the breakfast place, Luckin Coffee. We see so many of these around, we had to try it. Hopefully it's okay. She's on. Smells good at the very least. Okay, so we left the coffee shop, Luckin Coffee, because you have to use WeChat to order. but for some reason our WeChat doesn't work in the same way as mainland Chinese. Don't know why. So we tried scanning the code and then nothing came up. And then the shop person was like, try Alipay. We tried that and then nothing came up, so we couldn't order. So now we're just gonna go somewhere else.
We want to try the shop that we have.
But there's... Okay. So there's always good old McDonald's. But I think we're gonna go to the next door one, which is this one with the green writing, I think. No, that's not even a shop. Oh. Okay. The yellow text. I see. Okay, so we'll try this place for breakfast instead. Looks more traditional Chinese, so let's go in. There's lots of smoke.
这个主真是没找到，来下个单吧。
Breakfast has arrived. So much more traditional Chinese style food. So I got these like such beef balls. So it's just beef meat. Yeah, it's just beef rolled up into balls, noodles, some vegetables. And then Emily got egg, beef and rice noodles.
Yes.
Yeah, so very traditional Chinese. So yeah, we're gonna eat now and then rush over to the place. In the end, we had to come to McDonald's to get a coffee, which finally accepted my Alipay. So it's a bit more expensive than other places, but we need coffee, so. Good old McDonald's, you can rely on it.
做你的事，看你的电视，别哔哔哔的。
你要帮我接吗？
你过去看那个买水那个来不来？你自己去拿。不行，那个等下喝了，等你吐了，你没得跟我谈聊天，你别说。
So cross these legs here. Step on these legs, break. Okay, as soon as I break, kick forward. And then you see my grip in the pants here. Oh, so I can start passing to the other side. It's just like a lot of drag. Oh, I like drag as well. Okay, but when I bump my kick forward.
Alright, so I've just finished my thing, my jiu-jitsu class, and I'm leaving the one of these places is the class, the gym. So now I'm going to head over to where Emily is, and Emily's already met up with our friends, and then I think we're gonna go get some hot pot for dinner.
你使唔使近呢邊先？使唔使近呢邊啊？係啊，我係唔緊要嘅。你先我最等嗰啲小食想係一齊。
Hello. We're here at dinner. Chinese hot pot. We're here. We met up with our friends. They just stepped away from the table, so we take this chance to record the clip.
Yes.
We've been eating for a while, so there was a lot of meat, a lot of kind of vegetables with the 4 different types of soup base. Yeah, so that's for dinner, and then I think after this we'll probably start to head back to Hong Kong. Hello. 每一個片都係 hello. We just finished dinner, and now we're on the way back to Hong Kong. So we're just gonna slowly. It should be less than 1 hour. 1 hour to get home, something like this. So now we're just gonna go towards the station. Metro station, yeah. Sunday night, so that's why it's kind of quiet, I assume. People are gonna go to work tomorrow. Hello.
We're back.
We're back home. It's already the next day. We arrived back in Hong Kong in the evening of Sunday, and so basically by the time we got home it's quite late. Needed to sleep, relax, rest, and now today's Monday. So just a quick clip to finish off the video. How was coming back to Hong Kong from Shenzhen?
The procedures is super simple and fast. I think we only take 15 minutes from Shenzhen to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
The customs thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
10 minutes, I think. 10 minutes.
quite fast.
It was maybe the time of day also has an impact because we were quite late. It was like 10 p.m. Maybe not 10 p.m. 9:30.
Almost 10 p.m.
Almost 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So by that time, maybe the big crowds had already gone through back home or something like that. So there wasn't any queues. There's you have to go past the border, the customs, the border checks, and there is a separation for foreigners, which is where I have to go, and for residents Chinese citizens.
Hong Kong residents.
Well, no, because I am a Hong Kong resident.
Okay.
Yeah, Chinese citizens. And foreigners. So we did that, and because most people coming back from Shenzhen to Hong Kong was actually Chinese citizens anyways, the foreigner queue only had maybe like one person before us, or something like that. They checked the passport, my passport. No questions, just check my face, look at my face, and then let us through. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't buy any goods to come back, so there's nothing to declare in customs. just
Quite
walk
smooth.
through, back over the bridge and then onto the
MTR.
MTR in Lowu, and then from there you're just taking you're in Hong Kong, and then you can use the MTR public transport to get to wherever you need to go.
Yes.
So going there took a while, coming back much quicker. Not simpler because it was mostly the waiting time that was the problem going there. Yeah. I think for future, if we plan to go more to China, it's better for me to get a real visa, one that's longer term. I think there's a process. If I want to get a long-term visa, like multiple years, I think I need to get the shorter term ones first, go to China a couple of times, build it up that way. From my understanding, I only took a brief look online earlier today to see what that's like, but from my understanding, we need to do quite a bit of traveling to China first before the visa office will be happy to issue for a foreigner like myself a longer term multiple entry visa. So maybe we'll work on that over the next a couple of years, I guess. So pretty much it really for going there, coming back. There were some parts of the process, and maybe we can talk a bit about it. Some parts of the process we couldn't record. So of course we got to Lowu. When we got off the train, we just followed the signs that said visitor. I think it was the orange sign earlier in the video. You'll see the clip. You cross through, there's a part where they tell us to stop recording, so we did that. You go through the leaving Hong Kong part, and then using that, they ask me if I was a Hong Kong resident, which I am. I have a Hong Kong ID. So they looked at that before they let me through. Didn't need to show the passport there.
Yeah, because we are still in Hong Kong.
Because we were still in Hong Kong, we were just leaving Hong Kong, so that was fine. I guess if you're a foreigner that's visiting Hong Kong, you don't live in Hong Kong, you're not a resident of Hong Kong, you probably go to the same place, the same counter, but they'll just look at your passport and maybe there's a few more things that they check or something like that. But for me, it was pretty easy. Then we crossed the bridge, which I think we show in the video, when we like sneakily recorded ourselves crossing the bridge to into Lowu. And then from there, we actually followed the signs. I can't remember what it's called. Port visa. There's a sign that the crowd goes towards the border checks. But because we needed to get the visa on arrival, we followed the signs that take us upstairs the escalator.
Yes.
We recorded this a little bit to the visa office, which is in the second floor. There, there's a photo booth. Take the photo.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need to put money into the photo booth thing. You just follow the instructions. It's quite easy. You just take the photo.
Fill the form.
Yeah. That photo goes to the visa office where you're gonna get your visa. It's not like a passport photo, right? It takes the photo, and I guess behind the scenes that they get the photo inside the office. Next to that photo booth is a couple of forms to fill in. We also recorded this. You just fill in the form. It's like your name, your date of birth, nationality, all of these things, like passport number, address, etc. Where you're staying in China. You need this. You need a. If it's not your friend's address, a hotel address. So you need to put that onto the form. In that same area, there's a big board.
Take the queue number to queue.
Not before that. There's a big board when you're filling in the form that tells you the pricing of how much you have to pay. UK people, I think it was 834 or 800 and something Chinese yuan, about 900 something dollars, Hong Kong dollars, or 90 something British pounds, or 95 pounds, something like that. I think the US, it's a little bit cheaper, and then there's a bunch of other countries that have different pricing. So that's there for reference, so that you know what you need to pay. yeah, then you walk into the office, the visa office with the counters, right? It's quite obvious where that is. Take the ticket to wait. I guess it's busy depending on the time of day or depending on the which days you're going to China, to Shenzhen. For us, there was only about 10 people. 10 people there, maybe 3-4 groups. But we still needed to wait about 20 minutes, 15 minutes before they called our number. We showed them my passport and the form. They asked some questions. Yeah, it was quite basic actually. There wasn't like an interrogation. I think they just asked some questions, not really much, and then you pay. So the visa office person. They don't know. I assume they don't know how to speak English, or even Cantonese. I think because they spoke Mandarin to us. But at the booth, there's a little iPad sort of thing, like a tablet, that allows you to, I think, speak into the tablet that translates into Chinese, and then they speak into the pad that also translates back into English. So you can communicate using that little method as well. So that's fine, and then they'll show you a sign depending on where you're from, your passport, how much you need to pay. Okay, they'll just hold up the number, so it's obvious. And you can pay using most electronic forms. So Visa, MasterCard was on there, Alipay Hong Kong, WeChat Pay, of course, the the regular Chinese, like mainland China methods of pay, WeChat Pay, Alipay China, but Alipay Hong Kong was also okay. We used Visa, MasterCard, and then Union Pay. Union Pay is just mainland China as well. So I don't. Actually, we saw somebody use cash.
Yeah, we can pay.
You can pay cash. You can pay by cash. Yeah. But obviously, China is like a very electronic payment based country, so they do prefer you to use electronic forms. It's also more convenient if you have this set up before you go to China, because even though cash will work, a lot of places, the coffee place that we show in the video, they expect you to use electronic forms of payments. And actually, you can get by, you can survive with Alipay Hong Kong, but it's a little bit different. Not everywhere, it seems, takes Alipay Hong Kong.
Right.
Yeah. So somehow, I don't know what, we haven't set up, I haven't at least set up WeChat Pay, but it's probably best if you set this up first before you go to China. That would be the easiest. I think then next time we go to China, before we go to China next time, I'll try to set up WeChat Pay on my WeChat, and then that will just open up a lot of other places for us to do, to enjoy, kind of thing. Okay, so then we paid, and then we just had to sit down and wait. They take the form to the background. I don't know what they do, right? They do the things, right? Maybe half an hour later, it wasn't that long because it wasn't busy. They come back, give you they take your passport, right, into the back. They come back, they stick the visa, the 5-day visa, into your passport page, give you back the passport, and then you go back downstairs to where the big crowds were, where you were following before you went up this escalator, and then you just continue forward, right? It's quite obvious. You just follow the signs, right? But then the crowds will be flowing in that direction anyway, so you just follow the crowds, and then you just look for the foreigner booth. Again, it's the foreigner. Right? There's Chinese citizens and foreigner booth, and now you're officially crossing the border into China. But before this, you might see a lot of people that are queuing up have these blue slips, arrival cards.
Yes.
Arrival cards. You can get these before you queue up. There's a couple of tables. There's like an area. You just pick them up. It's a bit like an airport. When you come to the airport, there's counters everywhere with those slips.
The staffs are standing and distributing the spot.
So if you just look for these, it's in the same area as where you queue up for the border control. So just look for that. Blue slips, I assume they'll stay as blue slips for forever. Or at this point in time, it's blue. Okay, so but it's an arrival card, so everybody knows or should know what an arrival card is. It's like a long slip, about this long, like a check, right? Like a check size, and then you're just filling in the same information, actually, your name, your passport number, the visa number, right, which you've already got by this point from upstairs.
Yeah. The place
address.
you stay.
Yeah, the typical things. There's nothing confusing about this. So you just fill it in. There'll be pens around. There'll be pens just before the border gate at the desk. But if you have your own pen, that's probably the best. And then you queue up. And this is the part where it takes a long time. So we have to, even though there was only maybe about 10 people before us, maybe not even 10, but 8 to 10 people, we were still queuing up for at least half an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Yes.
It was very slow. Because each person that goes up, they ask questions, they look at the thing, look at your picture, look at your face. And I guess in some cases, there was like a group of Korean people, I think, before us. Well, I'm not sure, but Malaysian people, I think. I think they were Malaysian. And then there was a few of them, and each one, they just took a very long time. But even after a long time, an officer came and pulled them aside to the room. So we don't know what was going on there. When we got there, we were maybe less than 5 minutes. The border officer, again, doesn't speak English. Or maybe they speak English, but not that much. But it's pretty simple. The pad has voice instructions, and it'll say it sounded like it says it in your language. So they scan your passport and know if you're Italian, if you're Spanish, if you're from the UK, it will say in your language, now look at the camera, now scan your thumbprint. It's just the regular scans, the regular checks. And then all things are, if everything's good, they let you through, and then you're through. And then you're in Shenzhen, and then that's where our video after the border checks continues. And then we were saying that it was quite an ordeal, and then we were going to the metro station, and then you're in Shenzhen. One more thing is, if you have Alipay Hong Kong, look at before going to China, look at the setup for traveling. So there's Alipay to just pay for regular things like in the shops, but there's like another page in Alipay app to set up for travel, to pay for travel, and then in there you can set up Shenzhen Metro. Should be quite easy to find. It's like a green symbol. If you set that up before you go to Shenzhen, you can use that to travel on the Shenzhen Metro. You don't need to buy like a Shenzhen travel card or
chip.
Pay for like a travel ticket each time. You can just scan the QR code, and it's very cheap to travel on the Shenzhen Metro, which is not surprising thing, but you will be, if you've never been to China before, and you've been to Hong Kong, you've been in Hong Kong for a while, you will be pleasantly surprised at how cheap the travel is. So.
And before we go into the metro, we have to do the security check.
You can't bypass this. It's just a normal thing. There's like an airport, they scan your bag, so you just put it into the conveyor belt. It goes through. It's very quick. Our bag was quite big, full of clothes, batteries, liquids. There's no restrictions, it seems. You just put it in, they scan it. I guess they make sure that there's nothing dangerous or strange. If you have a bottle of water, it also has to go through that scan, and then they'll ask you to put it onto the machine, or you can just give it to the officer and they'll put it onto the machine for you. And I don't know what that machine does, but if it's just water, they'll just give it back to you and it's fine. I guess if it's like poisonous substance or something dangerous, they might not let you put it in or take it into the through the gate. but that's it's normal. Yeah.
Normal checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. We're back in Hong Kong. We're back in Hong Kong, and then in the video we didn't do too much in Shenzhen. The main reason we went to Shenzhen, I wanted to go to the
Training course.
the jitsu training, and then you wanted to do your hair extensions.
Yes.
And then met up with friends, had some dinner,
Yeah.
and that was it, really.
Yes. Simple.
Yeah, nice little taster, just 2 days really in Shenzhen. Yeah, I think we'll be going back more in the future, it seems. Yeah, just to explore, play around.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Definitely
Explore more restaurants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe stay a few more nights rather than just one night. And I guess if I'm working on getting a long-term visa for Hong Kong, for China, going to China more often is part of the process.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they
It's super convenient to go
Yeah.
there from Hong Kong.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
finish the video there, and then that's this week's episode.
We hope that the information that we share can will be useful for you guys.
Oh, okay.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.